Hey, you. Hey, yeah. You want this? Sure you want it? I know you want it. Yes. How much you want to pay for it, huh? What you want to give me for it? You got what I want? I got what you need. Exceptional. Hi everyone, Morgan here. So eggs again are in short supply and they are increasing dramatically. I took this picture the other day. Usually we get this big box and it's like $13, $15, right? And then I saw it raised to 20 and then I saw it raised to 27. And then I went to the store again and these boxes don't even exist. There are egg cartons and things like that, but there's definitely a shortage and inflation going on right now. This is not the first time we've seen this though. This has happened before. So we should be learning our lessons here, okay? But I'm gonna show you 4 tried and true ways to stock up on eggs and never be without eggs again. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed already, we are trying to reach 100,000 subscribers. So please do subscribe and tell your friends to subscribe. It's my goal to reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. So please subscribe and tell your friends, family, everybody to subscribe and watch as well. Thank you. The first one, of course, try to raise your own chickens or quail. And I say chickens or quail because a lot of people might live in areas in which they can't have backyard chickens, specifically HOAs. There are actually so many cities these days that actually allow people in even just urban or suburban areas to have chickens. Sometimes it's just like 1 or 2, but that can be enough for you to at least have like an egg or 2, you know, every day or every other day or something like that. I mean, that's a significant amount. It's more than 0, right? So the next one would be quail. If you live in an HOA or somewhere that doesn't allow chickens, chickens can be loud and they take up more space and these kinds of things. So, but quail, I've had quail and the biggest difference is quails are small. They take up a very small space and they lay consistent eggs. Of course, they are smaller, but they lay way more eggs than chickens actually. And if you want to take it one step further, you could have a hen and a rooster and you could make babies, right? You can have some baby chicks. You can incubate them. Same with quails. You know, incubating eggs for quails gives you not only the meat from the quails so that you're constantly rotating them out like every year or 2, but it gives you that constant supply of eggs as well. So self-sufficiency. So the next one is going to be preserving eggs. So even if you don't have your own egg supply in your backyard, you can still preserve eggs. So you can try water glassing eggs, but one thing about water glassing is that you have to have the bloom still on the egg, meaning you have to have unwashed eggs. Okay, so if you get them from a local farm, ask them for unwashed. If you get them from a neighbor, ask them to not be washed, and then you can preserve them in the water glassing method. Freeze drying or dehydrating. So I freeze dried a ton of eggs. I do it as many chances as I can get. Having, you know, these eggs preserved like this is a great shelf stable way. You can also, third way being that you can find local farms, neighbors, go to farmers markets and find your local people in order to find the constant egg supply, okay? I have a neighbor just like a block away. I hear their rooster all the time. Say, hey neighbor, can I trade you some of this for this, right? And you got your community, you got your people, and you have found a constant supply of eggs, right? You can find nearby farms. I found a farm about like 20 minutes away, which is kind of far, but you can find much closer people. You can go to local farmers markets. Some places only have farmers markets during the summers, and I totally get that. You can look on Facebook marketplaces. Usually you'll see people selling eggs on Facebook Marketplace. If you ever see any sort of local stickers like, oh, this is from, you know, your city, whatever, in like a Tractor Supply or something, give them a call and say, hey, can I buy from you direct? That's actually how we got our quails in Alaska. We found somebody selling local quail eggs and we saw a number. We called them up and said, hey, can we buy quails from you? And they were like, heck yeah. And they incubated some quails for us and we got quails from them. So you never know what kind of relationships can come out of this stuff. Neighbors, local farmers, all these things can give you a consistent supply of eggs. And sometimes you may be able to do it with barter or trade instead of having to pay money. But of course, money is the ultimate, what everybody wants, right? All right, the last one is gonna be just stocking up on powdered eggs. So any type of freeze-dried, dehydrated powdered eggs, that's gonna be a great source. A lot of people don't like powdered eggs, and I think it's just because a lot of people don't really know how to use them. You can cook them into scrambled and just make them in scrambled eggs. You can bake with them, you can cook with them, you can do whatever you want with powdered eggs as you would with fresh eggs. Just about everything. You can't have like hard-boiled eggs, right? You can't do that, but pretty much anything else that has to do with like scrambling, baking, or cooking from that powdered egg you can do. And so, you know, before I freeze dried my own eggs, I was buying powdered eggs from Ready Wise and Augustin, I think, and just, you know, buying those powdered eggs so that I could have it on hand. And I still have them, okay? They are a huge asset to us. We do tend to eat a lot of eggs. The point here is to diversify. It's not, hey, I'm just gonna find that local supply. No, it's I'm going to find the local supply and I'm gonna preserve when I can. I'm gonna find a local supplier and I'm gonna get the powdered eggs and preserve. I'm going to try to have quails in my backyard or on my balcony on my apartment, right? I am going to try to have multiple options. If I can just have a couple out, you know, 2 out of 4 of these, great. Even if it's just, you can only do like one, like I can only just stock up on the powdered eggs for now, great, do it. But try to have multiple sources and diversify, because this is how we're going to be the ultimate prepared and the ultimate self-reliant. We are going to have the multiple diversification, okay? Let me know down in the comments how you are diversifying your egg supply and making sure that you are never without eggs. Let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching Conquer Tomorrow by Preparing Today. I'll talk to you later. Bye.